Let's Solve Hunger is another online tool. This is the system we're going to be using to submit all statistics moving forward. So Let's Solve Hunger makes it easy for you to submit and access your stats and retail stats if you do food rescue pickups. If you have multiple programs, you're going to notice increased efficiency over how you had to submit in Agency Zone. If you are also a member of the Food Group Food Bank, you can submit statistics to both food banks in one place. And users will have the ability to view the statistics in a graph form or to download more service statistics. So we'll get into these items. I'm going to show you how to register and associate yourself with an agency. Then we'll go over submitting food shelf and meal program statistics. We'll talk about how to view and download statistics, and then I'll show you where to find some additional help documentation before we get into questions. So again, you may already be a user of Let's Solve Hunger. So you can try logging in with your Agency Zone login information. We copied that information over back in 2014 when this was set up. And so you can try logging in with that information. We do realize that Agency Zone is very good about saving your login and password. And so if you don't know what your password is, feel free to contact your account specialist. Or if you just don't know if you have a user account on Let's Solve Hunger, you can contact your account specialist as well. So to get started, we will just go to letssolvehunger.org and click on the register button. Then it will ask you to fill out your information here as requested. Your username is your first name dot last name. If you can't read the letters down here at the bottom in the security section, you can click on that the reload button there, and it will give you a new image. Sometimes they're very hard to see, so just keep that in mind. So you're going to click next. Then we're just getting to the privacy policy and terms of service, so you can click on those links to open up those policies, and then you'll need to click on the box to say that you've read, understand, and agree to the terms and conditions. You'll also receive these in your email, so if you want to make sure that you have a copy on hand to keep, you'll be able to just save that email there. So you're going to click on register. Then you're going to receive an email from Let's Solve Hunger letting you know that your registration is complete and giving you your login information here, your username and password. The first time you log in, you will be asked to change your password and complete your profile. You can click on the login link here, or you can just go back to Let's Solve Hunger and click login. So enter your username and password from the email that you received. If you copy and paste from the email, make sure you don't include any extra spaces in your password. Click Login. The next page will ask you to re-enter your password from the confirmation email. So choose a new password and enter it twice after your current password, and then click Save. You'll then need to update your user profile with more information, just your address, phone number, email preference, time zone. Click Save. So now you'll be logged in automatically to Let's Solve Hunger, and you'll be taken to the home page. You'll see your username at the upper right-hand corner so that you know that you're logged in. Now you'll need to associate yourself with your agency. So click on Agency Directory, and then type in the name of the agency in the search box. Your agency name may be different from your program name. You can also enter your program number and search by that, or your agency number, sorry. Click on the arrow next to your agency, and it will bring up that agency information and click Request Membership. Then click the blue button to request the membership on the pop-up, and you'll see a pop-up that says your membership request was sent. You can let your account specialist know, and then they will go ahead and approve your membership request for you. Once you have been connected to your agency, you'll receive another email letting you know that your request was approved. So to submit statistics, I'm going to go ahead and log in by clicking that green login button and entering our information. Remember that you did change your password, so make sure you save that somewhere. And then once you're on the main page, click Statistics under Tools, and then click Manage Statistics to enter your statistics. Choose the program you want to report for and the month that you're reporting on. If you also submit food rescue statistics, you'll need to choose between food shelf or on-site and retail under Type. So now it will bring up your box to enter your statistics. This should look very familiar and similar to the agency zone statistics entering. So enter your information in here and click Next. And this is what it looks like if you're entering statistics for the on-site here. And again, should be what you're used to seeing in agency zone as well. So a box will come up showing what you have entered, and then you just need to click, or you need to check to make sure that they are correct and click Submit. Then you'll get a message that the statistics have been saved, the confirmation number, and then you'll also see a confirmation email there. So if you want to view or edit your statistics, this is how you would do that. You would click on Statistics again, and then View Reports. So again, choose the program you want to see the statistics for in the drop-down menu. And if you submit food rescue statistics, you can also choose from food shelf, on-site, or retail reports there. So when you're viewing your statistics, first you'll see this graphical representation of your statistics. Then you're also going to see your statistics listed out by month below that. You can click on the arrow or the page number to see additional pages of statistics. Click on the plus sign next to the month to see the breakdown of information as you entered it. And then if you want to edit your statistics, you can do so by clicking on the pencil icon here. You can also download an Excel spreadsheet of your statistics from this page. You click on Statistic Export, and it'll bring up a pop-up box where you can choose the time frame you want to export for, and then what you want to include. So it will automatically check what you're already looking for. So if you're looking at the food shelf statistics, it will check food shelf. You can also at this point opt to download your retail statistics. And you want to make sure the format is at comma-separated values, as that will allow you to open it as an Excel sheet. So click Export and then click OK to open up that Excel. And this is what this will actually look like on the spreadsheet once it downloads. So the information from looks like about A to I. These are going to be really more identification for Let's Solve Hunger. So if you scroll over, you'll see the reporting period there in line L, and then you'll see your statistics as you scroll over there. So there is additional help documentation available on Let's Solve Hunger. If you click on the Help under Information here, you'll see both video documentation tutorials and written documentation on how to do all of these things that we're covering, plus additional information about Let's Solve Hunger. Okay, so now we will go ahead and get to questions about Let's Solve Hunger. And if you do have additional questions about Agency Express, we can answer those right now. So as a reminder, you can raise your hand or you can just chat in any questions that you might have. Okay, so I'm not seeing any additional questions or hands raised on here at this point. Please do know that if you have any questions that come up, you can certainly let us know offline. Contact your account specialist or agency services representative. Okay, so just some reminders here about the changes that are coming up. So as far as ordering, oh, looks like we might have a question here. Okay, so as far as ordering, March 7th, the static inventory list on Agency Zone will be removed. And then on April 1st, orders will no longer be accepted via phone or email, except for those TFAP orders that you can still email in. We do want to let you know, as Gina mentioned, that Katie and Gina will still be available to answer any questions that you have via phone or email. So it does not mean that that information will be going away. It just means that we will still be able to contact them. It's just they won't be taking orders over the phone or email. And then as far as Let's Solve Hunger, after April 1st, statistics will no longer be accepted through Agency Zone, and we will need to get all of those statistics through Let's Solve Hunger. Okay, so Mickey, it looks like you have a question here. I'm going to go ahead and unmute you. And you need to unmute yourself as well, and then you can go ahead and ask your question.
Okay, when you are there picking up food, is the 500 pounds still what you need, or can you just go and pick up food at the shopping, place?
Are you talking about just shopping, or are you talking about
just shopping in the area? Yeah. Is there a limit to the pounds?
No, there is no limit to agency shopping. It's just
okay, but the hours did change for that, right? Is that still in effect?
Yes.
Okay.
The hours at our Maplewood location are 7:30 until noon, but try to be there at least by 11:30 at the latest. So we have time.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome, Mickey.
Thanks, Mickey. Okay, and we have a question here. So don't we automatically get notified when Let's Solve Hunger or when somebody's requested a membership on Let's Solve Hunger? And no, we don't. We actually, that information may be going to folks that are listed as administrators on your account, but you do need to let us know when you have submitted that request to be connected with your agency. Otherwise, we will not know that it's out there. So it's important that you let us know when you submit that request so that we can go in and approve you right away. So I did just want to give a reminder at this point about some additional things that we mentioned. Katie mentioned that we do have support sessions coming up here. And the idea behind these support sessions is to give you a time to actually come in and work with account specialists and agency services representatives to learn how to use these systems in more detail. So if after watching this webinar you still feel like you need some additional practice using these tools, or you're not really sure how to submit an order or submit your statistics, sign up for one of these support sessions, and you'll be able to come in and ask any questions that you want. We are limiting attendance for these sessions so that we make sure that we have enough staff to really support each of you that come to these sessions. So you will get the time that you need to do whatever it is, whether it's registering, walking through the process of placing an order, editing an order, or doing your stats on Let's Solve Hunger. I will be sending out additional information about these so that you can go ahead and sign up if you'd like to. So I do have a couple additional questions here. So first, can we use the new system before April 1st? Yes, thank you, Graham. You are welcome to start using these systems as soon as you can get in. So if you know your login information, please go ahead and just try that. Otherwise, contact your account specialist and they'll get you set up with that information. And then we would love to have you using this as soon as possible. We just want to let you know that April 1st will be the time that you are no longer able to use Agency Zone for statistics or to place an order via phone or email. So that is the date when those things will stop. You can definitely start using Agency Express or Let's Solve Hunger before then if you're not already. And another question here, am I limited to one order per period? For example, if I forget an item, will it be consolidated with the initial order at time of shipment?
That's where you will, once you've started an order, you would go to order management and click that pencil icon. It will bring you to the checkout screen, and then you'll go to continue shopping. We want you to just have one Agency Express order going, and in order to do that, you do need to edit your order by going to the shopping list every time you're starting a new order at that time. So once you have an order started, you want to continue shopping and see what other cool stuff we have to order, and just have the one order going. Does that answer the question okay?
And as far as TFAP orders, which you cannot place on Agency Express, so that will always be a separate order, those will be combined and delivered at the same time.
Great, thank you. And can you remind us, Gina or Katie, what the deadline is prior to placing that order, or deadline to place an order for a certain delivery day?
Yep, the deadline, the order deadline is 2 business days before your delivery or pickup. Monday through Thursday, the deadline is 2:30. On Friday, the deadline is noon. We recommend that you have your order completed at least a half an hour before that cutoff time to give the system time to receive your order and process it.
Great, thank you. And as a reminder, you can place your order up to 10 business days before your delivery date too. And so I think what these questions are really getting at is what does that process look like for you? And so ideally you would be going in probably 10 days or so before you're actually getting that delivery, starting that order. You can start to add items to it, and then as you think of more things that you'd like, or you see more things coming in on the inventory list that you'd like to have for delivery that same day, you'll be able to edit your order up to 2:30, 2 business days beforehand, or noon on Friday.
And one of the great things about Agency Express is you don't have to be limited to business hours of Second Harvest Heartland to place an order. So if you think of something in the evening that you want to add to an order, you can order on Agency Express 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Okay, I'm not seeing any other questions right now, but if you do think of any in the next couple minutes, oh, sorry, I see Jane has her hand up here. Okay, Jane, I'm going to unmute you and you can go ahead and ask your question.
Okay, I wanted to know, I have had so much feedback. Will this be online later?
Yeah, we'll have a recorded version online so that you can watch that as well, Jane.
Wonderful, thank you.
Yep, thank you. All right. And so just a reminder here about who to contact if you have any questions. So if you have questions about Agency Express, you can feel free to contact Gina or Katie at the Agency Services Desk or your Agency Relations Account Specialist. And as I mentioned, Gina and Katie are really the best ones to go to if you have questions about certain inventory items, things that you're seeing or not seeing on Agency Express. They're the ones that are there and can deal with that as those calls come in. If you have more detailed questions about maybe using Agency Express or getting your account set up, things like that, contact your account specialist. And then for Let's Solve Hunger, you can also contact your account specialist with any questions you might have. So here is our contact information, and as I mentioned, we'll be sending this out as well. I'll put this in the body of the email so that you make sure that you have this information accessible. But this is the same information for the orders desk as we've always had. So if you've been sending in your orders via email or calling them in, it's the same information here that you've been using previously. All right, we are going to go ahead and wrap up here, and if you do have any additional questions, as I said, feel free to give us a call or email, and I will be sending out an email with more information so you can sign up for those support sessions. We'd really like to see you here, and Gina and Katie will be helping out at those sessions as well. So if you've never gotten a chance to meet Gina and Katie in person, this would be a great time to do it and to learn more about Agency Express and Let's Solve Hunger, but also to meet our wonderful agency services representatives. All right, so thank you everybody for joining us today. Thank you for hanging in there with the technical difficulties, and as Jane asked and I mentioned, we do have this recorded, and I'll make sure that the recording is something that you're able to get all of the information from as well. So if there were sections there that you weren't able to hear, we'll make sure that that is all clear on the recording. All right, thank you very much and have a wonderful day.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Thank you.